Hey everyone, OT Life Hacker here. Today's topic is avoiding burnout. Now this is a huge one, and this is not just for occupational therapy, it is in any field. And my significant other is a physician. He had gone through medical school and through residency. I watched him through all of it and been there with him on that journey. And avoiding burnout is a huge thing, absolutely big. And this is in any field, in anything that you do, avoiding burnout is big. You can even be working at a grocery store or have a, as they say, 9-to-5 job. It doesn't matter. Burnout is a huge thing. And so I hope these tips that I'm going to share with you today, these ultimate secrets that I've watched my significant other learn how to use for himself, and through that used for myself, and have been going very strong in my field work. I still come out as an Energizer bunny throughout at the end of the day, and my significant other is often, poor guy, has to endure all of my like woo 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 all over the place. So blame him for teaching me these very good coping skills. So I'm gonna share it with you guys. I mean, don't expect to come out as like a whoop whoop Energizer bunny everywhere. No, probably not. You come out as your baseline natural self, just whatever is your own, makes you happy, and just smiling away, laughing away, dancing away is what makes me happy. So be it. Alright, so the ultimate tips come from within. I mean, we talk a lot about life balance, and that's great. That is what we need. In occupational therapy, we call it occupational balance. And I'll talk about that at some other point in time. This is going to be all about coming from within. These thoughts that you harbor throughout the day, and your responses to someone's reaction or what someone tells you, or any event that happens in your day, your response to it is what can carry through, can affect your energy throughout the day and throughout the weeks to come. So these are the tips. To avoid burnout, it has to come from within. It's an internal shift. It's paradigm shifts, meaning that you make change within yourself. And it can be gradual. It does not in any way have to be a stark contrast from black to white. No. So the first tip is, don't take things personally. I'm sure you guys are gonna be like, okay, well, I heard this before, click off. No, it is, don't take things personally and don't overthink things. So that is a huge tendency for me, is to overthink things, because, you know, nonverbal communication, if someone seems upset, you think, oh, they're upset at me. What did I do? Did I do this wrong? How do I make this better? Oh my gosh, they're gonna be upset at me all day. No. So if you watched my bullying video, so that situation, before I've become what I call strong in myself, if I was my past self, I would have been a wreck after that situation. I would have really been, I probably would be stuck and not be able to perform and just yield to the person's desire for me to modify the bed. I mean, do the table, shift the table. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can watch my previous video on bullying in the hospital. And it is something that you can experience throughout your life in having interactions like these, where there's a power dynamic challenge, meaning that you have people who are trying to be one step over you and show who's the boss and all of that. You'll have that throughout your life, unfortunately. And so you gotta do what is best for you, and again, best for everyone in that situation. And so not taking things personally, thinking that that this person who came up to me and stood there in the room for a good 5 minutes just staring at me, glaring at me, I didn't take it personally. I was thinking, okay, I felt for her, honestly. I was able to empathize with the fact that she's probably gone through a lot of stuff in her past, and this is her form of coping with it, and it's not great. It definitely is not great in any way okay to treat others like that. But for me, I was like, I feel for you. I mean, that's horrible that you've gone through that, but don't take it out on the patient. However, I'm like, okay. So it did not drain any of my energy, other than that's not nice to do in front of a patient. That's unprofessional. You shouldn't do that. Might need to report you, just saying, if to help out anyone else in the future. Do what's right is what I'm saying. You will really need to do what's right for everyone in that situation. And then you aren't the mistake. So again, do not pin this on you. Shift your thinking from you are the mistake, you are the thing that you did wrong. Not at all. This is part of the learning process. You are in this world for a reason, to learn, have the opportunity to constantly learn from your mistakes. Sure, maybe you accidentally had pressed the wrong button, did something, but you aren't the mistake. And unfortunately, I feel so much for those in the medical field who, it is true that mistakes can be a really dire situation, but it's still, do not take it. It's so hard for me to say this because I'm sure you'll be like, that's not the case for us. It's a really different situation. And it's true, but really know that you're still doing the best for others, and we have to learn we start from somewhere. We are learning constantly, and that is what the field is all about in growing ourselves. Like my plants over here. And then have realistic expectations for yourself. So many of you, if it's physical therapy, speech therapy, the field I'm in, which is occupational therapy, for medicine, for any field, internships, business fields, you may have supervisors who are going to be pretty high in their expectations. And I mean, you can't tell them not to, but you can be realistic for yourself. Understand that they are coming from a place with much higher expectations. They've been in this field for 10 plus years, and so maybe they don't remember what it's like being a student, and how scary it is, and how even the tiniest thing is a huge learning curve for you. So understand that yes, you are trying to meet their expectations, but you need to first meet the realistic expectations. If you think that you have to be at their level, you're never going to be there just yet. You are trying to just simply be at the level of, okay, how do I even use this computer? You are trying to learn the environment that you're working in. So give yourself that credit. And remember your goals. So are you there to please the people you are there working with, or are you there to learn, to grow? And that brings us to our last point, which is, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, our fifth point. Our fifth tip is think of the future. What is your future going to be like 5 years from now? With this experience, what do you want to take away from this experience to have your 5-year goal? So your 5-year goal may not be to work in this one place, or to be in contact with this one person, have them as my reference for my lifetime. You are there to see your future thrive for your 5 years as your managerial position, or your well-esteemed role as an occupational therapist or doctor or what have you, and teaching others. Maybe you are going to be an attending 5 years from now as a doctor, or in occupational therapy you are going to be the field work, your own supervisor. In business, you are going to be the higher up who's hiring people maybe. Woo! That'd be so cool. And I know you guys can do it, so best of luck. So those are the 5 tips that I have for you. And I'm wishing you all well. Please do share your comments below on what you thought of this, what your journey is like, and what it's been like for your own avoiding burnout and shifting your way of thinking. If these tips have helped you, that'd be so great to know. I would really hope so. And please do like this video, thumbs up all around. And then share this video with others, spread that positivity, help them to avoid burnout, and then help them to be able to have conversations with you in their own true form without being inundated with all the negativity that they may have from their workplace or from fieldwork or whatever it is. Remember to shed your own positive light on yourself. You come first, and by helping yourself, you are going to be doing such a pleasure for others and sharing that positivity, which is what I hope to do for everyone out there. So please, 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 if you do like this video, show it please, like it, and subscribe, and share it with others, comment. Bye-bye, take care.